Hello stamping friends, it's Cheryl Algie from Kerrang, Northern Victoria, Australia. How is everyone tonight? So as usual, I'll just go through some of the products I'm going to be using tonight. I'm going to be using some paper from Blackberry Beauty. If you haven't seen this, notice this in the catalogue. It is stunning paper, as most of our papers are. Just beautiful. It's even got a little, not quite sure, I think it might be a, yeah, I don't know, people are saying it's a hawk. I don't think it's an eagle, I think it's a hawk. I'm not real good on birds. My husband's the bird man. He would be able to tell me what it was if I haven't asked him. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I'm using this sheet tonight because I felt that the embellishments I was going to be using might overwhelm. It's even got that nice bright pink in that one with the, oh, these ones are owls actually. I don't think those other ones are owls though, are they? No, I don't reckon they are. Anyway, they're birds of some description. It's all just really stunning. But I've chosen that. Oh, I forgot that piece was in there. Isn't that beautiful? I haven't even used a piece of that. It's got the gold on top of the flowers. You could just cut a portion of that and just whack a greeting on that, and there's your cards done. If you were doing some cards in a hurry. And even the back side of that is beautiful. No doubt about it. Stampin' Up papers are stunning. And I have done one, the one I did today, just messing around. I used some paper from this set, which is the Harvest Meadow set, which is also very nice. I've used the crumb cake. Oh, yeah, it's crumb cake because I had the crumb cake ink out. Debated whether I was going to use that. That's the soft succulent. That's pretty too. Probably not as keen on the bright sides, but even the blue is pretty. Lots of yellow, if you're into yellows. So that's wheat on that one. What's this one got? It's got the, I think it would have to be Calypso Coral. Very pretty, and just a plainish crumb cake one. The wheat with the yellow on the back. Some more blue, so you could pair, if you were some cards, fun fold cards need two different sorts of DSP, so you could pair those two blues together to make a card. That would be nice too. And as well as the Calypso Coral, you've got those two as well. Yeah, so really nice paper. And speaking of paper, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Something that's can go on unnoticed in the catalogue is this nice gold and rose gold 6x6 metallic specialty paper. It's a little bit like glimmer, not quite like glimmer, so you can see there the colours. My first card, which I won't be doing tonight because I'm doing the second version, I've used the gold, and the second card I've used the rose gold because I felt that went with my colours in the Blackberry, with the Blackberry Bliss and so forth. It's got Blackberry Bliss, it's got rich raspberry. It's pretty versatile. I think I need to turn these around because I think I'm the other way around again, am I? Let me see. Let's wait till that catches up a bit. See which way around I am. I think I'm around the wrong way. Oh, it's back to front anyway, and I'm sorry guys, I can't do anything about that until Facebook decide to give me back the option to flip it so that you're seeing what I'm seeing. It's rather annoying, but can't do anything about it until they change it. So I'm just using the words from there because I wanted, for this card, you could use it for anything. So it can be birthday, it could be sympathy. So I'm just going to put for you on the front, and then I can use it for whatever I'd like to use it for. I haven't really used any of the stamps here, although I love this set. love them both, but I was actually going to do something totally different with all the leaves, but somehow or other it ended up being what I've decided on doing tonight, that you'll see. So I'm again using, I think I used them last week too, the rectangles and the scalloped contours because they coordinate together. My little sentiment is going to be cut with the layering circles dies, which I've already cut, and I'm using some leaves from the Gorgeous Leaves set, which I showed you the stamp set before. So you get quite a few leaves in this set. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You've got a filigree one. You've got several little filigree ones. You've got this twig. So these ones are filigree. That one's a solid one. You've got matching filigree to the solid ones as well. So the solid ones cut out the stamps, and the filigree ones are to add on to your card or your scrapbook page or whatever you're doing. Okay, so there's rather a lot of pieces to this card. So now I've just got to remember what I did. I've got the measurements and everything all written down. I will put them on my blog, as I've said before. So starting off with a standard A4, I'm using vanilla. Not that that goes with the paper, but you could use vanilla or white. So that's in Australia, we use the A4 metric size. So I've already, as you can see, scored it. But you don't really need to score it as such. You can just score it in half and then put it back, fold it back in half on itself. Or you can score it this way. You can score it at 10.5 here, and half of that, which is 5.25 there. So that's our base, and you probably won't be able to read that because I forgot about that when I was writing, because everything's going to be back to front for you, which is a pest. Anyway, so this one here is 12 centimeters by 10.5. So on the 12 centimeter side, which is this side, we're going to score at 3 and 8 centimeters. I'm sorry for you guys in America, but I don't have the measurements for your region. You're just going to have to figure it out. So we've got that. I am going to need my trimmer again, so I won't put that. I'll just put that aside for now. Now I've got to remember what I did here, which was, oops, yeah, it was just with that small bit, wasn't it? Yeah, I grabbed my, you could do anything you like, and when you see what I've done, you'll realise that you can do anything, and you could use any dies that you like. These, as I showed you last week, these dies coordinate with the scalloped contours one, but what I did was I just wanted to, is that the right one? Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this, sorry. I just wanted to, so you just want to measure. You want that to be, it doesn't have to be exact. You just want to put your die. You could just put that through the embossing machine and just cut that little section out there. But what I did was I just used this, actually I'll go inside the lines here to measure, because I just need to cut I don't need to cut that out. I just need to cut, hang on, do that properly. I just need to cut, if I'm right, I've just got to check myself on my other card. I just sort of had to figure this out as I went along. So just put little marks there, and what I'm going to do is just line that up where I've got the pencil mark. And you don't, as you'll see, you don't need to be exact here. I'm going to just go roughly to the center of that, and the same here. I'll leave that there, it'll be right. And then it's the don't let me cut off the wrong bit. It's the, you just want to have like a little piece that we can attach this to, and we don't want it showing. So just chopping those out. Sorry, can't see that probably. Just going to make sure that I've done that correctly before we go into too much detail. Yeah, so that's your card front. Don't really need to made sense before. It's not making sense now. Hang on, what have I done? I think I've just got to sorry guys, got myself a bit confused here. So that goes there, and that goes back there. No, it doesn't. We will figure this out. That goes there. That goes there. I had to come down a bit more, I think. Look. That's right. Oh, I needed to go right to the scored line, I think. Let's do that. I've got plenty more cardstock if we need. But sorry, I don't like to mess up when I'm live. You know, it's real life crafting though, don't you? Now, go. Just go to here. I didn't think I did it all the way to the fold before, but maybe I did. I'm just going to use my scissors. Yeah, and just cut along the fold line there and there. And I think I know I had to cut a bit off the flappy bit too. So it's really just make it up as you go. Now, that there, that goes there. I think I had to cut that off a bit, so I'm going to cut off about half of that. And I'm just going to keep going because that there goes there. Here we are. And that does need to be straight there, not just all crooked like that. So I needed to use my trimmer. It's not going to make a whole heap of difference. So I'm just going to bring that across. You are going to see these straight lines here, but you're not going to see this piece that's folded back, okay? So I'm really just guessing there. These bits here I can cut with my scissors. So I'll try and explain that a bit better to you. What have I done with my... So what we've done, let's put that aside. I think I'm done with that. What we've done in essentially is made ourselves a little tab here. As you can see, it doesn't really matter what you can see there because you're not going to see that on the front of the card. So what you've done is that will sit there. So you could just adhere that there. That sits there, so when you open up the card it's like that, and those pieces there are straight. It's not so straight on the back, but we're not going to be too fussed about that. You could, if you were fussy, and I probably should, make it a little bit neater perhaps. Maybe I will. So it looks a bit untidy at the back, like it is. Because that one's straight and tidy. I think that one is. Yeah, that one's okay. It's just the other one looked a bit shabby on it. I'm not looking shabby on it at the back, do we? So that goes that way. Then with this piece here, I'm actually going to pop my designer series paper onto the mats that I've got, so that I'm all ready to go with that. Not quite sure what to use, but I might just use my wet glue. Probably regret that because I'll have it stuck all over my fingers, but never mind. Does everybody understand that? Do you need me to go show you that again? Or I won't do the whole thing again, but do you need me to explain how I did that again? Because I just sort of muddled through that, as you saw. Which is what I did to create this card. As I said, I didn't really know how it was heading. Thought it'd be something a bit different, which it sure is. Let's have a look at anyone's. Hi Maxine, hi Denise, Jacqueline, hi Rhonda, hi Marie, hi Maria, Lisa, hi Andrea. Hi Glenda. I think I've got everyone. Maxine. Hi Diane. Two Dianes. Yeah, does anyone need me to explain that last little piece? Have I got 3 of them done? Yes, I've got 3 of them done. That's for my greeting. Now I want actually do a bit of stamping perhaps now. What did I do? Just on this piece here. So what I did here, I just am needing, I'm wanting to put a half and a half. So how I did that was I held my, where are we? I held my halves together, that one and that one, and then I just sliced that in half at, I think it was 10 or 10.5, I can't remember now, the whole thing, must have been 10, so cut those in half. So then you would have a piece for another card, or a piece to replace this one if I happen to mess it up. Why have I got 3 of them? Oh, one was the one I did for the other card before. So then I just wasn't quite sure which way up I wanted those leaves either. Then I kind of joined them together and just I think I want the leaves up the other way, so I think I want this piece. Okay, so I just used some crumb cake, which isn't in this pack of paper, but I didn't want to use anything that was darker. Oh, actually we will we? We'll use the cinnamon. So that's what's in this paper. See what that looks like. If it doesn't look any good, I've got plenty more that I can grab, haven't I? And I'm not even going to clean that because it's a lighter colour. So I just, might be too dark, that. It'll be okay, we'll go with it. What else did I do in that? Oh, I did the, for the back. So for the back, because this card is, you've got nowhere to write, that's what I did on the back. So that's what I'll do now. And I might actually stamp off with that because I wanted to do those little leaves down the side. Because that cinnamon, and I actually did the envelope as well, same thing. And then this set has got some little leaves that I just, oops, I missed one. Would it be obvious that I missed that, or might just leave that? I might mess it up totally, mightn't I? And I had leaves down here as well. These little ones, they're rather cute. And oh, I didn't have any there, so I had other decorations there. Oh, and our For You. Clean those after. Oops. Not dark enough. Maybe this needs re-inking. That's very light, isn't it? Oh well. Might have to re-ink this before I put it away. That's all right. Held it down a bit longer. That's fine. Still might re-ink it before we're done though. I might just adhere that to the little, its little matching framelit. Don't get much of an edge on this. Just get a hint. On this one, what I did here was I just put a bit of, just a slight bit of glue, oh, if it'll come out at all, across the bottom. So I didn't want to make too big of a join. hopefully that's straight. I don't know if it's straight or not. You put it on your grid paper just to line it up. Where are we? Yep, I think that's pretty good. Might as well put our ribbon on while we're going. This gorgeous gold. It says gold or gold. Well, that tells me a lot. Anyway, this is in the mini catalogue, so you'll find that in there. It's gorgeous, and it's really thin. Like really, it ties really nicely, but we're not going to have a bow with this card. Oh, my fuse is really sticky. Sorry, I'm just, as you know, I'm just using up bits and pieces, glues, and yeah, that's so sticky. It's pulled a thread on the ribbon. Never mind. Just depends whether you want to go up. I think I might want to come down there. Should use my snail like I used on the other one. The fuse is so strong it's ripped it to shreds. Okay. Okay. Now that goes on there. Let's do what I normally do and adhere these down. I always like to make sure they're anchored so they don't go anywhere, the ends of the ribbon. And I'm going to put that on there, I think. Yes, I don't need to do anything else there. Seem to have a bump in the middle for some reason. And I lost my leaf. Oh no, here it is. I don't want to lose my other leaves either. Let's put them, put them somewhere where I won't lose them. Let's bring that back in and see what I did there. I think I want to do it a bit different than the other one. I'm real happy where I put the twig before. Yeah, I think I like that. Just used a tiny bit of, this is where you should really use your adhesive sheets. I get a bit lazy. I don't use them much where I should, because it makes this repositionable too. If I happen to get in the wrong spot, I can easily reposition it. Whereas when you've got this glue on, you can reposition it, but you take the risk of putting a gluey mark where you moved it from. And I think we'll just, this is just the leaf outline without the filigree bit. Hopefully I can remember where I had them. Yeah, think that looks good. And we'll pop this on with just one dimensional, one big one. Where did I put that? There. Just there. Can go over the leaf a little bit. And this is where I should have tied this bow before I started with the sticky glue. Just a bit of linen thread, doubled over and cut in half. I mean, I doubled it over, so I've got 2 threads. Does that make sense? Okay. Don't want you that big. I do want you together. I've used any of this for a while. It's a good old standby. Still think that's too big. Thought I'd give the Christmas cards a rest this week, but I couldn't resist doing another fun fold. I'm rather addicted to them. This totally wasn't what I was going to do. What my plan was to do a quick and simple one with gorgeous leaves. Anyway, I hope you will enjoy this one once I've got over the hurdle of remembering what I had to do. I did have a bit of a play around with it before and hoped I remembered. Anyway, there was no set directions, so I got there in the end. Oh, hopefully we have. We haven't done the other bit yet, have we? Okay. Let's grab a glue dot. Perhaps I should have put this on first before I put that on. I'm going to cover that up. That'll be why I had that up a bit higher. I might be able to shift that with a bit of luck. No, I'll have to. It's going to have to go there, and that's going to have to be hidden. Okay. All right, now that one goes on there, which is on the back of our card. Probably could have gone the next size up with this, but this one's okay. Now we need to, where's our inserty bit? I need to figure this out. So you can't put this panel on here until you've adhered this piece, and I've got, it's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, I tell you. Firstly, I think I can put that one on there. Let's do that. But I need to put that panel on. This one, this side. And these are both different sizes, so just make sure you grab the right one, which I have. And it doesn't go all the way. Just goes halfway. I didn't know which way up I wanted these leaves either. Maybe that way is the right way, I think. Just checking, making sure I've got it right. I make a mistake now. Make sure you've got that centered, both directions. Center that in the middle and in the middle here. Then I think I can pop this one on here. I think that would be the next best thing to do. Hold your flat back, put that one on. Because you want this to be in the center of your card. So I'm doing that so you can see where I've got that, but I'm also going to close this so that I can make sure I've got it in the center of the card. You can see that. And I'm just going to hold that for a second till that adheres. And this piece, I think I put the center bit in there too. I did, because I thought it would be a bit tricky if I waited until I'd got the card adhered together. We can't put the end bit on because the other part of this has got to go underneath that. So that goes there, but then this goes here in the middle. It gets centered. Okay. Now this goes on here. So I actually have covered up. I'm just making sure I've got that folded the right way too. And that goes like that. And then that will go across there, I think. Let me just see. This is tricky. Oh, have I got that one going the right? No, that one's going the wrong way, I think. I think I have to have that on as a mountain. And that one is a valley. No. That's it. Or is it? Like what I did before was I put that down with snail, so I didn't have to hold on to everything. And then I worked out that was going to go there, so that had to be moved in a bit. It was just by trial and error. So then when that went down there, I knew that that was going to go like that when you open that. So I know that that's right. I can then adhere that to there. Just make sure you've got it down there enough so you're not seeing anything poking out. So pretty sure that's right. I'm going to just go for it. It'll be a big disaster if it's not. But I know you'll forgive me. That was what I was worried about. It's poking out there, so it needs to go up a little bit. Oh, don't you dare. Now, come on. That's easier if I just slide that along there. All right. Probably would have been just as easy to put that there. You'll find your own way with this anyway. I'm sure you guys will. So then that's down. And then that, because it doesn't, when it opens, it doesn't fold down flat. It sits like that, okay? So you've really got to, I should go and grab some wet glue and put underneath that. Oh, I've got it sitting there. So it really is a little bit tricky. We like things that are a little bit tricky sometimes, don't we? As long as we can figure them out. Now, did I leave much room there? Just thinking my little leaves I'm having down there. Whether I wanted to leave any more room or not. So there is our card nearly complete. Now we just need to add some, on that one I had some little leaves. Might have been better in the pink. Anyway, we've got these ones cut. Just got to check in my light. It's not real good light. Which way up they're meant to go. Like which is the wrong side and which is the right side. So I think I want that. Oh, stick to my finger, why don't you? So you always put the centre one in first so you can then work out your distance between the top and the bottom. So he can go just there, I think. Our top one just there. And you can cut two of these at the same time as well. So just trying to stick to a finger there. I might pop the out for the sentiment on the back while I've got the glue out. And we'll find some embellishments. I just want to make sure that sticks because I don't want it to move all crooked. I'll show you the whole thing once we get some embellishments on. Decide what we're going to use. And they're copper. We don't have copper in there, but they would work. Because it kind of, with the cinnamon, you actually don't mind them. Let's see what else we've got. I used these other ones on the other card that I had, that I made. Actually quite partial to those copper ones, but let's see what these ones, these are a bit bigger. See what these look like. Well, they're a perfect match actually. And I might You're going to see it. It'll be down there on the gold. I might put a little one actually. Get rid of that, and I shall turn it around so you can see. So it took a bit of nutting out, but there we go. And there's my other one that I did with the gold. What is it called? Gold, not called glimmer, called metallic specialty paper. So yeah, it feels sort of softer than the gold glimmer that we've had, and just a little bit different from the foil. So some of the girls who did, was it the September, I think it was the October class, the one with batik leaves, batik technique. It was a couple of different techniques. I die cut some of these leaves for them, and I just love that gold ribbon. See, it looks beautiful on both of those cards. I'm really happy with how that turned out. It took a little bit of brain work, but it's good to challenge yourself sometimes, and it will stand up like so. Probably can't. It's a bit hard to see it standing up, but yeah, love it. And I love that one too. This one I've used Mary Merlot as it's not in the pack at all with that cardstock, but anything will go with crumb cake. And Mary Merlot is a colour that I don't very often use. So what do you think? Hi, Anne. I'm not sure what you said. Yes, please, to die. Now I've put it all together. Thanks, Rhonda. Thank you, Denise. Thanks, everyone. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry about all my muddling through, but anyway, got there in the end. It's just a little bit different, little bit of, a little bit of brain work, as I said. So, yeah, to create a beautiful card. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week.